I picked up a custom electric drift trike which had a few problems with it to see if the little electric motor could push an adult around. It ended up working alright for my wife as a starter to drifting, but at about 200 pounds it's a bit underpowered for me. The motor is only a 250 watt motor that's commonly seen on a few scooters these days, which will get just under 3,000 RPM max. I've been wanting to get a 2,000 watt motor and throw it on the dyno just to see what would compare to the engine builds I'm doing. Standard engine build versus the Tesla of go-karts or the Tesla of mini bikes. I'm expecting a lot more torque out of them, but figure in battery costs, charger costs, electronics, and they're still pretty pricey. I had to weld the bearing hub in place as it was welded on the axle crooked. Just a few spot welds fixed that issue mostly. The sprocket was warped and the hub still a little off center, so I used a washer to solve the issues with the hub. The axle was loose, shifting side to side and ripping the chain off the motor drive sprocket, so I adjusted the axle. I got a new master link and fixed the chain. I adjusted the brakes, which seemed unfinished at the time. I tightened the seat, which was quite loose. I took a small break, fixed up a small outboard engine that was sitting for a while. It was actually a free gift from my fishing buddy, so that was pretty cool. He brought me a free engine to play with, and played around a bit with my brother. These rebuild projects are nice to have a little break and switch up from one build to the next, and hey, there's no need to limit yourself. For example, I finally got that Tillotson 2 and 2R up and running and figured out what was going on with that. I'm going to be throwing it onto my homemade dynamometer. If you haven't seen those videos, go ahead and check them out. I'm going to throw engine swap onto the kart. I'm going to throw them onto the mini bike. I've got an entire hydro dipping of my kart body, which I'm going to be doing, so subscribe and check those out. Now it was all fixed up, I took the trike out to the parking lot with my wife and let her have at it. Not the fastest for adults, but a good practice toy all the same, and I'm glad it's in my quiver.